week of December 17th, 2019. My name is Hope.
And I'm Allie.
Welcome to your final tune-in of this decade. A large volcano eruption occurred last week in the country of New Zealand, near Australia. The volcano on White Island is a popular tourist destination. It is also New Zealand's most active volcano. It is believed that 47 people were on the island when it erupted at 2:11 p.m. local time last Monday. At that time, clouds of hot ash were shot up 12,000 feet into the air. The last time this volcano erupted was in April of 2016. It is unclear at this time if any warning signs were present that could have prevented tourists from being injured during the eruption.
Arizona is no stranger to weird things appearing in the sky. We are probably most famous for the 1997 Phoenix lights, when the mysterious lights moved around the Sonoran Desert night sky in a triangular formation. Last week on Saturday night, a green fireball lit up the southern Arizona sky for just a few seconds. The light is believed to have been from a meteor that entered and may have burned up with the Earth's atmosphere. Now, let's go over to Ms. G. Cavelli with a weekly update.
Good morning, students, staff, and parents. We're very excited to show you our December Students and Employees of the Month. Our employees of the month are Mrs. Webb, our second grade teacher, and Mrs. Rum, our third grade teacher. They were our certified employees of the month. And then we have Miss Cora Simonton, who is our Chartwell's employee. Congratulations to our amazing teachers and Chartwell's employees. Our students of the month, Miss Hammond's class, Achilles Lopez. Mrs. Coleman's class, Alan Raynell. Mrs. Nelson's class, Olive Castaneda. Mrs. Aguirre's class, Liam Rivera. Mrs. Tracer's class, Isaac Reyes. Miss Pearson's class, Mason Taylor. Mrs. Bruner's class, Jenny Ramirez. Mrs. De La Cruz's class, Gavin Gaddis. Mrs. Huggins' class, Zelda Hawes. Mrs. Webb's class, Aiden Retzloff. Mrs. Notwell's class, Colby Jenkins. Mrs. McShane's class, Adriel Borges. Mrs. O'Malley's class, Kendra Perez. Mrs. Rum's class, AJ Santana. Mrs. Straska's class, Peyton Sams. Mr. King's class, Jared Valencia. Mrs. Worsham's class, Kaylee Aguirre. Mrs. Denny's class, Caitlin Cruz. Mrs. Brooks' class, Ellie Nieto. Mr. Panko's class, Aubrey Zanes. Ms. Zimmerman's class, Abigail Zanes. Mrs. Payton's class, Harley Taylor. L. Martinez's class, Malia Gonzalez. Mrs. Warren's class, Javier Trejo. Mrs. Barnes' class, Molly Eck. B. Martinez's homeroom, Reagan Taylor. And Miss Wynn's class, Eloy Garcia and Alexia Vasquez. Congratulations to our December employees and students of the month. Good morning, students, staff, and parents. Welcome to our last week before Christmas break. We're very excited that we have another Spirit Week this week, so I will be posting the list of how students are supposed to dress again on Facebook as a reminder, so please check our Facebook page. In addition, we do have Galileo benchmark testing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with makeups on Friday. That will be testing for grades 1 through 5. And students, please make sure you're going to bed early, getting a great night rest, and make sure you're trying your best. We also have a drama club performance by our drama club with our sponsors, Miss Suzanne Anderson and Amber Ricks. They have been working very, very hard, and that performance is Wednesday night at 6 p.m. We hope you can join us. We also will be sending report cards home today, so please be looking in your child's backpack for the report card on Tuesday today, and please sign it and return it to the teacher, and we will be looking for those. So if you have any questions, please contact the teacher directly first about report cards, and if you have additional questions, you may email me or call me at any time. Let's have a safe week, have a wonderful winter break, and we will see you back on Tuesday, January 7th.
Thanks, Ms. Julia Cavelli. Now let's go to David with sports.
Hello, welcome back to sports. My name is Damien. NFL news: the Cardinals lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers last week in a 23-17 at home. That brings the Cardinals' record to 3-9-1. It is hard to find a lot of positives for a current losing streak, but they didn't play a tough game against the series and had a shot at winning in the final minute. The Suns improved their record 11-12 last week as with their big win over the Timberwolves, 125-109. Denver Booker had 27 points and 7 assists in the victory. The Arizona Coyotes keep playing constantly good hockey against their opponents. They finished off a 4-game road trip last week with a come-from-behind shootout victory against the Chicago Blackhawks, not 4-3. They are currently tied with Edmonton for the top spot in the Pacific Division. That is all for sports. See you next time.
Thanks, Damien. Now let's go over to entertainment news with Faith and Shaylin.
Welcome to Entertainment News. My name is Faith.
And my name is Shaylin.
As 2019 comes to a close, we like to take a look back on all the biggest hits that were popular this year. The top 5 songs determined by the Billboard Music Chart for this year were:
at number 5, Without Me, Halsey. At number 4, Someone You Love by Lewis Capaldi. At number 3, Truth Hurts by Lizzo. At number 2, Seven Rings by Ariana Grande. And the top song of the year was Old Town Road by Lil Nas X and Billy Ray Cyrus. See you back here in 2020.
with more entertainment news. See you next time. Now let's go to Joke of the Week with Addie and Kaylee. Hello, welcome to Joke of the Week. My name is Addie.
And my name is Kaylee. Today we have Avery from 1st grade Miss Tracy's class.
So, Avery, what's your joke? What did the duck say when the duck bought lipstick?
I don't know, what did the duck say when the duck bought lipstick?
Put it on my bill. Great joke. If you want to be on the news, go to the link below.
See you next time. Thanks, ladies. Now let's go over to Kids at Hope with Audley.
Welcome to Kids at Hope. My name is Audley. Today we have Kayla, a 5th grader from Mrs. Payton's homeroom. Today we are talking about the Ace of Clubs. The Ace of Clubs is a caring adult that can identify our many talents, skills, and treasures that exist in each one of us. They are adults you can ask for help whenever you need it. So Kayla, who's your Ace of Clubs?
My Aunt Delaney.
How does it make you feel to know that your aunt can identify your talents and skills?
It makes me happy.
How does your Ace of Clubs make you feel when you are around them?
It makes me feel excited when I'm around them.
Remember, every child can have several Aces of Clubs. They can be teachers, coaches, relatives, or family friends. If you would like to appear on Kids at Hope, please go to the link below. See you next time on Kids at Hope.
Thanks, Adelie. Now let's go over to a fun fact trivia with Nick and Aubrey. Welcome to Fun Fact Trivia. My name's Aubrey.
And I'm Nick.
December 17th is National Wright Brothers Day. Wilbur and Orville Wright were brothers born in 1867 and 1871, respectively. They were the inventors of the first airplane. On December 17th, 1903, they made their first flight at Kitty Hawk, North Carolina.
The plane ride lasted 12 seconds and changed the world of travel forever. Your question today is, what did the Wright brothers manufacture before making their first airplane?
A. Roller skates.
B. Furniture.
C. Bicycles.
You have 10 seconds to decide which one is correct.
If you said C. Bicycles, you are correct. They began repairing bikes and selling bikes in 1892, but in 1896, they started making their own brand of bicycles.
That's all for Fun Fact Trivia. See you next time.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Now here's Marley with Science Time.
Welcome to Science Time. My name is Marley. There is over 1,500 different species of rodents all over the world. Today we are going to take a look at one of the weirdest ones. It is a type of rat that does not have hair and looks really strange. It's tubular with wrinkled body and long teeth and only belong in the naked mole rat. It looks kind of like a tiny walrus. These rodents are unique in their look, but also in the fact that they are led by their queen. That gives birth to all the colony's babies. These rodents spend most of their time burrowing for food. They can be found in Europe and the Middle East and in North Africa. That's all for Science Time. See you next time. Bye. Thanks, Marlon. Now let's go to This Week in History with Audley and Charity.
Hello, welcome to This Week in History. My name is Audley.
And my name is Charity.
On this day, December 17, 1971, the world's first successful attempt to break the speed of sound on land was accomplished. Stan Barrett was a Hollywood stunt man that got interested in racing. On this day, he got in the driver's seat of an $800,000 double rocket on wheels. The temperature was about 20 degrees on the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah.
He buckled up, pushed the start button, and was off. Due to errors with the radar system, his exact speed is unknown, but it is estimated that he reached speeds of at least 732 miles per hour. It was an unofficial record, but impressive to say the least. For a speed record to be official, a vehicle must travel twice in opposite directions, and the average top speed is taken from those two runs. Stan only did his run once, but traveled 5.75 miles in a few seconds before his parachute popped out to slow him down. See you next time on This Week in History.
Have a fun winter break.
Thanks, girls. Here's Joss with Word of the Week.
Welcome to Word of the Week. My name is Josh. This week's word is legitimate. Legitimate is an adjective and it means conforming to the rules or laws. Here's like used in a sentence. The student did not have a legitimate excuse for being late to class. See you next time on Word of the Week.
Thanks, Josh. Now it's time for a few reminders. Cake Pops will be sold this Wednesday after school.
Cone Ice will be sold during lunch and recess on Thursday.
This is the last week for clubs.
New clubs will start when we return.
Be sure to turn in your registration forms if you hadn't done so already.
Remember to dress up for this week's Spirit Days.
That's all for this week's TNN.
See you in January.
Bye!